Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, there was drama at Presbyterian Church of East Africa, and this drama occurred when William Samoei Ruto and Gachagua were in attendance. So according to the story that was shared by K24 TV in their X handle, it says that Reverend Timothy NJOYA walks out of church event attended by Ruto, Gachagua in protest. I think it's the story is self-explanatory because it says Reverend Timothy NJOYA walks out of church event attended by Ruto and Gachagua in protest. So according to the reports given by K24, the event was graced by William Ruto, his deputy Rigathi Gachagua, and they saw NJOYA storm out of the function in protest after the moderator of the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, who has been identified as Patrick Thagu Mutai, went ahead to install Ndumo as the church treasurer against a court order issued on Monday, April 8th by Lady Justice Asanthe Ongeri. According to NJOYA, who spoke about this incident, the installation of Ndumo as the church treasurer is illegal as it went against the court orders. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have in this analysis. So I want us to go into that story, and personally, I am looking at something very, very sinister in this move. If the courts had said Ndumo should not be installed as a treasurer, I mean, the courts gave that court order, but the moderator during that event goes ahead and does exactly opposite of what the courts have said, and that abuse over the court orders. Why did they make that move while the president was there? Was this going to be an embarrassment? So I want us to go into this story, but before you do that, please like this video, subscribe to this channel. That is the only way you support the work of this channel, ladies and gentlemen. And those who supported us before, thanks so much for your support, because without you, this channel could not have grown. We have known that the people who are allied to UDA have always defied court orders. This is something that has been trending, and so many people have been talking about it. We also know that the church is supposed to be and play a neutral ground. It matters executive orders and the court orders. The church is supposed to be the ones at the center. But if it comes to a scenario whereby the moderator of Presbyterian Church of East Africa goes to an extent of defying the same court order which they are supposed to advise Kenyans to be honoring, this means hii ni madharau ya hali ya juu kwa judiciary. I don't know whether they made this move because the president was there, because if the president was not going to come, maybe they wouldn't have done that. But if they did that, they could have written a circular or an invitation letter to William Ruto asking William Ruto to attend the event. And William Ruto could have known that there was going to be an installation of this member of the Presbyterian Church as the treasurer. And the advisors of William Ruto must have gone through the person who is going to be installed, and must have digged into this story and knew that the courts had stopped the installation of that person. Now, to avoid an embarrassment, William Ruto should have stayed away from that event. But if William Ruto went ahead and attended that event, Rigathi Gachagua also went ahead and attended that event, that means they gave blessing to this installation of the illegal treasurer. I call it illegal because if the courts said no way, then these people there should have just abided by what the courts had said. The court said no way. So the people, the handlers of William Ruto, also have made a very big mistake, because they ought to have looked at this member who is going to be installed. We're talking about Ndumo, the installation of Ndumo. Looked at the track record, looked at if for all there is anything that is going to embarrass William Ruto. And they could have stopped William Ruto from attending that event and said, because of the court orders, we cannot attend an installation of that treasurer. But they went ahead and allowed William Ruto to attend the meeting, allowed Gachagua to attend the meeting, and saw into it that the meeting was successful. So the mere fact that Reverend Timothy NJOYA walked out of church event, personally, I think he could have done the right thing. But again, biblically, I think biblically, Apo failed because now someone, they're not supposed to be. I feel wakasirike, they were supposed to handle their issues vizuri. But if the courts had given a stoppage order, then the best that the church could have done was to honor this court order. Because now, take a look at this. He has been installed. Dumo has been installed as the treasurer of PCA. And so, if the same people went to court to challenge the move of installing the treasurer, if they go back to court and file a motion of contempt of court now to the person who's doing the installation, the moderator. So if the moderator is challenged and because he has already defied the court order, so that means there will be a second case. One, the moderator atakona case in a court because defy court order. The second thing is that Dumo, being the treasurer who has been installed, will again suffer suspension by the court. The same court will now term the installation illegal. Then that will cause another court battle, which will be expensive to Presbyterian again. So, you know, they could have avoided this matter by honoring the court order first. But since they failed to honor the court order, now itawaramba. I know they could have done that kwa lazima, simply because William Ruto was there, simply because Gachagua was there, and they could have been advised that nyinyi fanyeni, we will support you. Probably that's why they made that move and did whatever they did. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there. But what do you think about this move by the Presbyterian and by the move by the Reverend Timothy NJOYA to walk out on William Ruto? He just walked out on William Ruto. This was a very strong message, the strongest of all, very strong message. And I think this is a total embarrassment to William Ruto. This is happening while he's present there. It's not a good show, but that is what happened. Now, perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, please take 1 second and subscribe. Like this video. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.